Welcome back from the break, Rams, into the Triple J Pick'em Challenge. I'm joined by Stratton and Jayson Ortiz, and I can't wait to show you how we're standing this week. Let's go ahead and take a look.
You can't wait to show? Excuse me, you're in last place.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Jayson also went 0 for 3, so that makes me feel better.
I picked all the underdogs to give you a chance to come back. I had such a big lead.
The biggest story here is I went 3 for 3, and I think we all need to notice that here.
Thanks,
and
Baylor.
I'm not in last place.
I blame Baylor.
That was a really good game. That was close.
That was stupid. They were up 31-10.
Yeah, they lost though, so you got to finish games, just like CSU.
All right.
Obviously, they can't.
Let's start it off. First off, a Big Ten matchup. The second-ranked and undefeated Ohio State Buckeyes will be hosting 9th-ranked Penn State. Jayson, start us off here.
I mean, this one's pretty easy. You got the best team in college football right there, Ohio State. They got J.K. Dobbins, Justin Fields. I mean, what else more do you need? They have great wide receivers. Their defense is great. They're the best all-around team in college football. And they're just going to walk into the final, I think.
Yeah, I fully agree. Even though they're not ranked number 1, LSU's number 1, that kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
Like, Ohio State is the best team in college football. Yeah. They have one of the best defenses in college football as well as best offense. So of course I'm going to choose Ohio State. Yeah. It shouldn't even be close. Of course I love Penn State, and if it was at Penn State, it could have been a different story because they have one of the best home field advantages in all of college football, right? Yeah. But it's not, and Ohio State's better. So it's not even that close.
Yeah. The only thing LSU has on Ohio State is Joe Burrow's a better quarterback than Justin Fields, but that's about it.
Then again, though, they don't have an entire defense like Ohio State does.
That's what I'm saying. Ohio State's defense is nasty.
The Ohio State is going to win.
Yeah, did you guys even touch on the fact that Chase Young's coming back this week?
There you go, even more.
He shouldn't have even been suspended in the first place.
I mean, I agree. But I got to go with Ohio State here as well. I mean, this is the first time that Penn State hasn't been favored to win in like a year. So, I mean, everyone knows that Ohio State is just super dynamic this year, and it's game over for Penn State.
Pretty easy one. So, next up, we have Mountain West Championship implications on the line with Utah State hosting Boise State. And, Jared, who you got on this one?
All right. From that graphic right there, you can see that they're 9-1, Boise State, and they're going to be 10-1 after this game. They're on their third-string quarterback, Jalen Henderson, and he's still balling out. He's going off.
He only played because the first stringer got hurt, and they just wanted to rest him, and they played New Mexico. Their second string is not hurt. He can play.
The thing is,
they just wanted to get him. They just wanted to get him
time. If it's your
time.
third string and he's still doing great, I think that's
they
really
played
important
New Mexico.
for Boise.
New Mexico's the worst team in the Mountain West.
Okay, now let's bounce off to Utah State and talk a little about them. Jordan Love, we don't even know if he's going to play. And when he does play, this year he hasn't been doing that great. 13 touchdowns for 14 picks.
Because his team isn't that great.
There you go. You just admitted it. All right, sweet. Boise State winning.
I also got to pick Boise State here. As you mentioned, the fact that Jordan Love is most likely not going to play in this game is huge. I mean, he threw for 363 yards last year against Boise State. So just the fact that he's not going to be there, I think, is huge. Also, if Boise State wins this, I mean, they're basically handed the conference. So I think they're just going to give it their all.
What do you mean? They still have to play San Diego State in the championship.
I mean, they're probably going to win the conference.
Okay.
No, San Diego State. Come on.
San Diego State. Okay.
I trusted you with Boise State, but it's San Diego State.
Boise away from home has not looked like Boise at home.
Are we gonna have Triple J for that? Because we're gonna.
I don't know. I'm making my pick. All right. Utah State.
You just said they were bad.
Jordan Love plays.
He's not going to play.
He could, but look, they have 4 losses. Who are their 4 losses to? Wake Forest, a big ACC school. LSU, at LSU.
So that's gonna happen if you play
BYU, a big in-state rival. BYU's been knocking people off left and right.
Yeah.
And they lost to Air Force, who is one of the best teams in the Mountain West.
Yeah.
Like, they have 4 quality losses.
You have a point.
So they can give Boise State run for their money. And at home, it's going to be tough for Boise to go on the road to beat Utah State.
Boise State beat Air Force. So if you're talking about one of a big loss, Boise State beat them. So if Boise State can beat them, why can't they beat the team that lost to Air Force?
It doesn't always work out that way. But I see what you're saying.
I thought you were backing me up here. All right, never mind, Jess. We're going to go on to the next game.
All we have to know is that he said that they're a bad team.
Yes, that's true. We're going to move on. And who's going to take home the bronze boot? CSU will be visiting Wyoming this Friday. Jess, who do you got in this game?
All right, guys, hear me out. I was wrong last week when I picked CSU. Yes, I was. I was very wrong. However, I think this is a way bigger rivalry game. Therefore, I have to say anything can happen. Also, as I said earlier in the show, the defense looked so promising in the beginning of the game. They were so prepared for what Air Force was about to bring. And I just think as long as CSU can limit mistakes, considering that Wyoming scored 62 points off of turnovers, if they can limit those mistakes, look at the matchups individually. If you look at Warren Jackson compared to any wide receiver on Wyoming's team, they don't have a chance. No one even comes close. Even if you're looking at Patrick O'Brien compared to their quarterbacks, any of their quarterbacks on their team, I mean, he's just way more accurate. He's a better. I think we have the better team overall.
CSU,
we just need to capitalize.
CSU definitely has the more talent on their team for sure. And it blows my mind that I didn't see anything that Air Force was doing to take Warren Jackson out of the game. They just weren't throwing Warren Jackson
Yeah,
the
he
ball.
wasn't getting targeted.
So this week, I think that's probably going to be more of an emphasis to get the best wide receiver in the Mountain West the ball over a Wyoming defense that's not very good. Sure, they have a lot of turnovers, but like it's the Mountain West. You could be getting all those turnovers against New Mexico and San Jose State. So who really knows? But going with CSU because why not?
Okay, I was quiet the whole time. All right, I'm going with Wyoming here because
he hates CSU.
No, because Wyoming, even though CSU does have the talent, they have terrible execution. They weren't throwing it to Warren Jackson. They don't know how to finish a game. We just talked about it. And if we're talking about those turnovers, we just talked about almost the very first drive of the game, CSU had a huge fumble. They were able to recover it. But then also later on, Patrick O'Brien fumbled. He also threw an interception. Like, there's huge
That was
problems.
a great play from the defense on the interception.
Okay, but he also had a fumble in the pocket. You have to be able to hold on to the ball, and they're not going to be able to. And also, Patty O'Brien needs the run game to work in order for his offense to work, and Wyoming is allowing less than 100 yards per game on the rush.
We get it. You don't like CSU.
Hey, he's got a point.
I don't care. You don't
I
like
think
Straight facts.
CSU's got a chance, but you have a decent point, Jared. I'll give you that.
However.
Thank you.
All right, well, that'll do it for tonight. Hop on our Twitter and vote on which game you're most excited for. Real Talk is coming up next.